Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good evening from London, England. From your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly, DLG Reppin', short for Delhi London Guna. Space Romeo Echo Papa Papa Indigo November. Or should I say good morning? Whether you are on your way to work or you just got out of bed or having your shower. Should I say good afternoon to you guys? Whether you're enjoying lunch at a restaurant, you may be in a pub. I don't know. You may be doing some shopping, clothes or food-wise. Who knows? Or should I say good night and rest well to all football fans who are tucked up in bed or watching a movie on telly from your host himself. And again, once again, welcome to another DLG Reppin'S daily transfer news involving all things to do with Arsenal Football Club. Yet again, I'm here. So before I get started, make sure you smash the thumbs up like button for me in abundance, yeah? Please do that, especially if you're new. Share this channel all over the globe, virally, especially to your friends and your relatives. If you're here and watching for the first time, welcome on board. Make sure you share this amongst your friends and your relatives, yeah? For those of you that don't know about DLG Reppin', keep sharing and tell your friends or your relatives to share it amongst their friends and relatives. On top of that, yeah, make sure the comment section or the chat is kept remarkably respected, yeah? So if you've got an opinion, if you want to talk about Arsenal's transfer dealings, if you've got a question about Arsenal's transfer dealings, etc., leave it in the comment section below. And on top of that, please subscribe to the channel, yeah? Especially if you're new, subscribe to the channel. Smash that sub button left, right, and center gloriously, but passionately, should I say. And on top of that, yeah, make sure you get this channel for me to the 1,000 marker. And then after 1,000, then I want to go beyond that and continue to do this job. Continue to do more videos, as humanly many as possible. So if you help me, I'll help you, yeah? So let's get into it, yeah? Now, there's still talks about Arsenal agreeing terms with a midfielder. That's personal terms. Could that be Yuri Tillemans? And I hope it is, personally. I hope it is Yuri Tillemans. He will bring a different vibe to the midfield, and he is definitely a massive upgrade on Granit Xhaka, without a shadow of a doubt. The guy has the ability to command the ball. He only thinks forward, and he is a good goal scorer of great goals, as well as assist as well. He's the all-round midfielder that we need. World-class talent in abundance. And he will cost between 35 to 45 million. I don't see why it would make Arsenal afraid to pay that amount of money. I mean, we have forked out 34.2 million on Fabio Vieira. Why can't we fork out 35 to 40, maybe 45 million on Yuri Tillemans? He is worth it, and that's the area we need to fix most. Wide area now. We've got Reece Nelson back. We've got Martinelli. We've got Emile Smith-Rowe who can play wide, as well as Bukayo Saka. But there's talks about Serge Gnabry. Now, you know, you need competition for places in the squad. You need a squad to keep the Sakas, the Martinellis, the Jesus maybe on their toes. And the competition has got to be on point. It is necessarily the aim for us to keep it flowing. Serge Gnabry would definitely bring its excitement to the Emirates terraces. I mean, he's gone to Bayern Munich. He has done a superb job there. He's been sensational over in Bayern Munich at times, especially in the way that he has performed. You only have to look at that Champions League game at White Hart Lane, or whatever you want to call that Drouse, and see the display he put on. 4 goals in that 7-2 thrilling win for Bayern Munich. In that convincing win for Bayern Munich, should I say. 4 goals in that game. Oh, and that song we made for the Tottenham fans. Oh, what a night. Watching Tottenham on a Tuesday night. Conceding 7 because you're Reppin'S. What a feeling, what a night. Yes, that is the game. That is the game that stood out for me the most. But again, I've seen what he's capable of. In a Champions League semi-final, he has proven to be a big game player. Now, can we put a bid in for him and the right amount of money on the table for Bayern Munich to talk to us? Shouldn't be too much of a difficult deal. I think the relationship between Arsenal and Bayern Munich is well. And all we need to do is put in a respectful bid for Bayern Munich to consider our offer, you know. But with Yuri Tillemans, things are kind of looking positive. But again, when we are talking about Arsenal Football Club, we are talking about Edu and Vinay Venkatesham, them two. Now, we need to get these deals done before pre-season. Gabriel Jesus. Now, this is a deal that I want announced this week. How can we have possibly signed this player without announcing the deal? We need to make this announcement, make this public. You know, if he's signed for 45 million, he's passed his medical according to reports, and he's agreed with personal terms. Let's announce the deal. You know, let's announce the deal for everyone's sake, especially the Arsenal fans' sake, so we can clear the air and move on to other targets. And speaking of targets, I want to talk about Aaron Hickey, because Brentford have agreed a deal to sign Aaron Hickey. So they've got a medical booked in for him this week. And he's obviously agreed to sign for Brentford for £14 million. Now, Brentford get him for 14 million, but we would have got him for £21.25 million. How does that work? I wonder why they didn't charge Brentford £21.25 million. You know, that is strange. Because it's Arsenal, we've got to pay a little bit extra. All right, I get it, but if his valuation is £21.25 million, then that's the valuation Brentford should pay. I'm not having a go at any Brentford fan here. So I'm not having a go at Brentford fan or the football club. I'm just saying what I feel about the Aaron Hickey deal. But he's on his way to Brentford, and that's an area that we need to cover. So the alternative to Aaron Hickey is Grimado. I've forgotten his first name. If anyone knows his first name, leave it in the chat. But Grimado is a 26-year-old Spanish left back. He was the number 1 left back we overlooked for Nuno Tavares. And you can see with Nuno Tavares, he's not a bad, you know what, he's not bad with the ball at his feet, but overall, he needs to learn the role of a left back. And this is an area where we need to get cover for Kieran Tierney in case he goes off injured, because we can't go into the new season knowing that we've got Tierney starting every game, which is guaranteed. But if he gets injured, we haven't got a quality alternative to come in. We've got to move players out of position just to fill that role. Now, I'm not for that. I'm not feeling that at all. I want to see a left back in there replacing Tierney, and Grimado would be the ideal candidate. Now, we don't know what the fee is, but it shouldn't be, well, it could be more than 30 million. We're probably talking more than 35 million. But this guy is an experienced left back. Arsenal are making it clear that they're interested in him, but there's no bid being put, nowhere near an official bid being put for him. And it's not like we've got constraint to put in a bid for Grimado. Now, for me, I want to see another left back at the club. What about Lisandro Martinez? Now, we know that he's favourite to join Manchester United, although it has been reported that the player himself has said that he wants to leave the club, and he's destined to want to play in the Premier League. Now, only Manchester United and Arsenal are battling for his signature, but this is what upsets me. We've allowed Manchester United to come into the equation when we should have put the right money on the table. That would have been the official bid, and Ajax would have been entertained by it. They would have seen how serious we are. It's like clubs in and around Europe. No, Arsenal not that serious when it comes to putting bids on the table. Why is that? Because we've got incompetence. We got incompetence working at the top of our clubs, like Edu, Vinay Venkatesham. He's so highly incompetent. It's unreal, and that's the reason why we don't get deals done early. You know, these guys have a proven record of allowing deals to run late until another rival gazump us for our target, i.e. Tottenham. We were never interested in Bazuma. Only the fans was. Tottenham put 25 million. There you go. He's yours. So we could have possibly got Bazuma for 25 million. But we didn't muck about. We just wasn't interested in Bazuma. So let's talk about the midfield area here. Now, I've spoken on Tielemans. Maybe we need a defensive midfielder, to someone to cover for Partey, because Partey has picked up injuries during last season, and he was a miss at the tail end of last season, along with Tierney. So this guy, Onana, who plays for Lille, he's been quoted at 9 million, but maybe Lille would want a little bit more than 9 million for him. It depends if he has a year left of his contract. If he has more than 1 year left of his contract, we're looking at 2 million. No, 2 million. I wish it was 2 million. I'm looking at the view count. Big up the viewers there. We're looking at 20 odd mil for Onana. You know, a defensive midfielder, and we're in need of a defensive midfielder coming into the club. Lucas Torreira is certain to leave. He will not play for Arsenal again. And that's the area that we need to strengthen. Another area that we need to strengthen is right back. I love Tomiyasu. He's in the first team week in, week out. But there comes a stage where we need to make him aware that he can't be too comfortable. We need someone to come in to cover. Now, Cedric Suarez has been told that he will not be leaving Arsenal, and he's part of Mikel Arteta's plans. Well, he wouldn't be part of my plans because I'll be going in for another right back. Now, I've spoken about Max Aarons of Norwich. He's destined to play in the Premier League. Surely he cannot be playing for Norwich in the Championship again. He's proved himself in the Premier League and he's shown his talent. What about Tarek Lapti, a Premier League proven player? Surely he's going to be, well, he's going to be a Premier League proven player, should I say. Why aren't we making inquiries about him? Why aren't we making noise about him? Why aren't we on the phone to Brighton, convincing them that we want to put the right bid for him on the table? This is the time to get the deals done. And to get this deal done would be ideal for someone like Tomiyasu, someone that can push Tomiyasu. Or is there an experienced right back out there? Leave it in the chat. The outs, Nicolas Pepe. Now, for me, I've spoken about him highly all the time. Well, not highly. I've spoken about him a number of times. And there is a talent there. He is a talented footballer. Make no mistake about it. On his day, he's a problem for any opponent in the Premier League. But the problem he has is consistency. His decision-making. And that's the reason why Mikel Arteta... That's one of the reasons why Mikel Arteta doesn't want anything to do with him, because he doesn't feel that he's part of his plans. So, again, if Paris Saint-Germain are interested, then they need to make it clear to us that we're going to put in a bid to bring Nicolas Pepe back to France. It's as simple as. I can't say any more about that. Pablo Marie. Now, this is a guy who's going to be seeking first team football, and I think he will seek to go back to Italy on a permanent basis. Would Udinese come out? Would Udinese come in with the right offer? I hope they do. The offer would be between 10 to 15 million. I think Arsenal will hold out for as much as they can get out of him. And on top of that, that will be him off the wage bill. But he doesn't earn that much. Another player who could be gone, hopefully this summer, I'm hoping it's Granit Xhaka. If we've agreed personal terms with Yuri Tillemans, all we need to do is make the bid. Not just make the bid for him, yeah. Get the medical sorted, get the bid accepted by Leicester City, and let's sign Yuri Tillemans. Let's improve that midfield. Him in the midfield alone would improve us. Granit Xhaka does not improve us. We've seen it season after season, week in, week out. He does not improve us. Tillemans would be the upgrade on Granit Xhaka. Absolutely, hands down. And Granit Xhaka, for me, I suppose he can pass a long-range ball now and then, but his lack of mobility is one of the reasons why I won't have him as part of my plans. If you've got anything to say, leave it in the chat. If you've got a question, any ideas, leave it in the chat for me. Let's have a conversation. Another player that I would like to talk about, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Now, is he leaving Arsenal this season? I'm going to put that question to you. Is Ainsley Maitland-Niles leaving Arsenal this summer? I personally don't want him to leave. I would have him as an alternative right back if Tomiyasu is out injured again. Hopefully not by suspension, but if he's out injured again, I don't mind having Maitland-Niles as a right back. I think he would understand the role a lot more clearer from his loan spell at Rome. And I don't understand why Mikel Arteta wouldn't want to use him. He had a man of the match performance against Watford. And coming from the academy called Hale End, he would understand what it means to play for Arsenal. He understands the North London derbies, the rivalry between us and Chelsea, Man United. He understands, he gets it. And he puts in an honest performance when he is asked to play in the first team, whether at right back, left back, or in his prominently preferred role as a midfielder. He understands the role. So for me, Ainsley Maitland-Niles would ideally be in my squad, and I don't think I want him sold. So let's wrap this up now and say, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Saving the best to last, as I always do. Thank you so much for putting up with me. Anyway, I'm going now, and all that I need to say is look after your friends. Please look after your families. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Another day is around the corner for tomorrow. Peace again, love again, and bless again. And remember, I, as DLG Reppin', will talk to you again. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends and your relatives to do all of that as well as yourself if you're watching, yeah? Until then, please just remember to be nice.